Good morning, I'm Michelle. Welcome to today's class. Today my affirmation is a little bit different. It's two words, two very powerful words. I am. These two words used in a sentence create who we are and who we want to be. So being very mindful today of how you finish that sentence, especially here on your mat. And I'm going to invite you to take what we practice daily on our mat, which is balance, awareness, focus, strength, flexibility, taking that with you off your mat today. So when you're ready, we'll get started in child's pose. Bring your big toes together to touch at the back of your mat. Open up your knees to any comfortable distance that makes sense in your body. Sit your hips to your heels and your arms out in front of you or alongside the body. And once you get into this shape, start to cultivate stillness, bringing the awareness to your breathing. Before altering it, just notice it. Start to release any tension in the back, your hips. Notice where in your body the breath moves, how it feels when it leaves. And bringing more awareness to these sensations by controlling our breath. Inhaling in and out of the nose, evening out those lengths the very best you can. Relaxing areas like your face and jaw. With the eyes closed, the gaze behind the eyes, following every little bit of the breath. Repeating those two words, I am. Start to activate the pose by stretching your fingertips out a little further. Breathing a little deeper, feeling the rib cage lifting out of the waist, making space out of the hip joints. And on your next inhale, lifting up the torso and walking it over to the right, creating a big stretch on the left side of the body. Once you get there, cultivate stillness. Grow your breath, trying to make each breath a little bigger, more expansive. Each exhale a little slower, more grounding, finding more acceptance. We won't stay long in each pose, so do your best to connect to the grounding and the elevating all on the inhales. And the exhales, soften and let go. On your next inhale, lift up and walk it over to the other side. Creating a big stretch on the right side body. Breathing into the right lung. Conditioning that muscle. Creating audible inhales and exhales. And a vibration in the very back of your throats. Letting that sound and that sensation ground you into the present moment. And bringing it back to center when you're ready. Reminding yourself of those two very, very powerful words. And then lifting yourself up to all fours. Spreading your fingers nice and wide. Index finger face forward, or your thumbs, or your, middle finger. When I bring my middle finger forward, my elbows roll in. So it helps me for my index fingers to face forward. So my inside of the elbows roll forward, shoulders back. So to move your spine and your cat-cows nice and slow as you inhale, let the belly dip down to the earth. With your hands, pull your shoulders back, opening up the chest. Lift your gaze in your throat. On an exhale, push away from the earth, spreading the shoulder blades across the back. Round your spine, chin to chest, navel up and in. Tailbone towards the back of the knees. Inhale, wave the spine and cow, magnetizing the two shoulder blades together. Exhale, round and curl. Hollow the front body. Feel your heart pulling up in between the shoulders. Inhale, this time pick up your feet and tuck your toes. Closing the eyes or set the gaze beyond the tip of your nose. And then continue with your cat-cows, or move a little more dynamically, making circles around your wrist, maybe back into the hips and feet. You choose, maybe just side to side. As you move side to side, notice how you feel in your hips and the IT band. Linger longer if you need to. If you made circles, reverse your circle. It's a nice hot day out here in Florida. A lot of little mosquitoes. It's going to be a beautiful day. Bringing it back to neutral. Dial your fingertips back towards your knees. Only go as far as feels appropriate. So you want to make sure you can breathe comfortably, that you're activating your bandhas, you're not sinking into the shoulders or the wrists, and you feel this sense of lightness even though you're grounding, connecting to the foundation and the elevation on the inhalation. Make circles, move forward and back. Keeping your toes tucked, sit all the way back on your heels. Bring your knees together, squeeze your inner thighs together, and sweep the arms all the way up. Touch your palms together and then interlace your fingers. Bring your hands down in front of your face and then just roll around the wrists. Just warming up the wrist joints for all our down dogs, our planks, our side planks. Inhale, push your palms forward and up. Exhale here. Belly in, ribs in and down. Legs are squeezing. Inhale, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale, Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha. Inhale, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale, cactus the elbows, Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha. Inhale, stay with that Mula Bandha on the inhale at the beginning, hands to heart. Exhale, Uddiyana Bandha at the beginning. Bring your hands back down, pick up your feet and give it a little tap. Flip your right palm up and give your fingers a little wiggle. Make sure your lower belly is lifting. Your shoulders are away from your ears. We're going to take the right arm to the right, the left foot to the left, and the right leg to the back of the mat for modified side plank. Stretch with your right bicep by your ear and anchor into the outer edge of your right foot. Draw your belly in. One more breath here. On an inhale, circle the right arm up, and on an exhale, circle it down. Inhale up, and this time rise all the way up to gate pose. Right hand down, right leg. Left arm up and over. Push down a little more with your left shin and foot to find a little more space out of the left hip joint. Stay there. Take your right hand. Grab a hold of your left wrist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We're going to bring it all the way over to the back of the mat. You're on a right side half split. We're going to bend the right knee and floss the hip. As we inhale, lunge it forward. Notice how the top of my foot is down. I'm melting my left hip forward. Exhale as you lift the hips up and back, lifting up the right toes. Press down with the right heel and your left knee and isometrically draw the 2 points together. Inhale, bend the right knee, melt the left hip if it makes sense. Lift the left knee, stretching out the top of your left foot. Set it back. Exhale, lift up the right toes, straighten out the right leg. Inhale, lunge it forward, top of the back foot down. Lower the left knee as you exhale, tuck your back toes, lift the knee, lunge it forward, pick up the left leg, standing split. Inhale, lifting up that left leg as high as you can. Exhale, little tap to the back of the right leg. Inhale, the leg lifts. Exhale, you tap the back of the right leg. Inhale, can you find a little more height with that left leg? And exhale all the breath out of the lower belly to bring you closer to that right leg. Exhale as the knee comes in. Look forward, push through the right leg. Rise up to stand with the hands to the sky, left knee up. Figure 4 stretch. Left ankle on the right thigh. Bend the right knee. Send your hips back. The heart slightly tucks forward. Biceps by your ears. Draw your belly in. Ribs in and down. Inhale, Mula Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale, Uddiyana Bandha. Mula Bandha. Inhale, rise up with the left knee. Exhale, bend the left knee, send the left foot back, slowly stepping all the way back, pivot around, lift your right toes, runner's stretch. Deep breath in, hands to heart. Make sure your left heel is down, can be under a block, can be hovering, hip height. On your next inhale, we'll lift up the hips, legs are straight, wide leg fold, stretch with your fingertips forward, take a full breath in here. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Again, deep breath in, stretches the fingers forward and your hips back. Vocal exhale, open mouth. One more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Walk with your hands back underneath your shoulders. Bend the left knee, bring it all the way back around, right side lunge. And then step it back to your first high plank. Deep breath in, shoulders over the wrists or a little over to the fingertips. Elbows wrap in and back. Lower your knees, chest and chin. Tops of the feet come down. Inhale, slide it through. Find a lifted cobra. Make sure all 10 toes are pressing down. Hands pressing down, magnetizing towards your hips, hips to hands. On an exhale, lift up your hips, bring your toes together, and revisit your child's pose. Lifting back up to all fours, and maybe some circles. And reverse your circle. And then find neutral. Flip your left palm up, fingertips in, give your fingers a little wiggle. And as the left hand sweeps out to the left and up, your right foot spins to the right and back, and find side plank modified. Left pinky toe down, left pinky finger reaching in the opposite direction. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale as it circles down and around. Inhale as it comes back up. Rise up to reach with the arms to the sky. Lowering the left hand to the left leg, finding a side bend in your gate pose. Pushing down your foundation, right shin and foot, reaching the elevation with your right hand. Maybe left hand grabs right wrist, a gentle tug. Inhale as you rise up, and then exhale as you pivot right foot to the back, half split pose. And then we'll bend the left knee, melting right hip forward. Inhale. And exhale, lifting up the hips, flexing the foot, straightening out the left leg the best you can. Inhale, lunge. Maybe this time you float that back knee off the mat, stretching the top of the right foot. Exhale, straighten out the left leg. And then we'll take our lunge, tucking the toes, walking the fingertips forward for our standing split pose. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, right knee to the back of the left leg. Inhale. And exhale. One more. This one will hold. Let the inhale reach with the right leg. Exhale, empty out the low belly. Get a little closer to that left thigh. Inhale, Soften both knees, looking forward. Push through the left foot. Rise up to stand. Right knee up. Figure 4 stretch. Right ankle on left thigh. Bend left knee. Arms forward and up. Belly in and up. Ribs in and down. Rest your gaze. Conscious breathing and active bandhas. Inhale, rise back up, and we'll slowly step right foot back to your Sandasana, your runner's stretch. Right knee bends, left leg is straight, left toes up. However you get there, you're on a block, under the butt, under the heel. You choose what best serves you. Deep breath in, deep breath out. On your next inhale, we'll lift up the hips, straightening out both legs, and we'll take a wide leg twist here. Right hand under the chin, left hand on the left hip. Twisting from your navel center up, look to the back of your mat or maybe up towards the sky. Stay there, float your left hand up. Try to keep the crown of your head and your tailbone on the same line. Keep your inner arches lifted, your kneecaps lifted and thighs engaged. Strong root down on the inhale with the right hand, strong elevation in the left hand. Slowly lower left hand underneath the chin, right hand to the hip, gaze to the back, the front of your mat, or up to the sky. And then maybe right hand reaches to the sky, trying to stack right shoulder on top of left. Inhale, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale, Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha. Inhale, return back down. Bend your knees a few times, right and left. Bring it around to a right side lunge. And then find high plank. Inhale, shifting weight forward. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, scoop it through, cobra pose. Maybe this time your full expression where the knees and thighs lift. Arms as straight as you can get them. On an exhale, we're going to lower the knees, tuck the toes, and work our way in to our downward facing dog. So slowly lifting up the hips, being mindful of the back of your legs. If they're really tight, keep the knees bent to keep the spine nice and long. But if it's possible to place your heels down without rounding the spine, go for it. And then explore a few times. Maybe move your hips right and left. Maybe lift your heels one at a time, walking the dog. Maybe a few down dog push-ups. Maybe a few slaps of mosquitoes. Awesome. On your next inhale, we're going to reach with the right leg back and up. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Look under your left armpit. Inhale, left heel lifts, right leg goes straight. Exhale, bring your right knee to tap your left elbow. Inhale, right leg back and up. This time, exhale, bring the right knee in, look up between your hands, and on an inhale, step the right foot all the way up. Make sure your feet are hip bone distance apart, that left foot is not directly behind your right. On an inhale, strong foundation, elevate, rise your arms to the sky, biceps by your ears. Feel your pose before we start to move through it. Feel the outer right hip hug back. Feel the front of your left thigh engaged. Inhale, Mula Bandha. Exhale, Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your elbows. Inhale, come halfway, belly to thigh. Exhale, cactus your elbows. Inhale, belly to thigh. This time, water wheel, reach with your right arm back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lower your right hand to the back of your left leg. Find a little back bend here. Feeling a big stretch in the front of the left thigh. And then we're going to take it all the way around to a runner stretch at the back of the mat. Left knee bends, right toes lift. You've been here before. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. On your next inhale, we're going to spin it around to the back of the mat and take pyramid pose, where the right foot steps up halfway, so about 3 feet between your feet. Fingertips alongside the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift, scissor hug the inner thighs. Left hip pulls back, right thigh spirals forward. Exhale and fold, tuck chin to chest. There's a lot of mosquitoes out here this morning. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your right hand to the outside of your left foot and your left hand to your left hip. Stay there. Take your left hand to the sky, trying to stack shoulder on shoulder. Try your best to keep your thighs engaged and your hips closed. On an inhale, bring your hands to frame your left foot. Lift your gaze and take your hands to your hips. Interlace your fingers behind you. Right thumb on top, palms pressed together. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, pull your belly in, zip up your quads, and fold all the way over your left leg. Inhale, hands frame your left foot. Lean forward, lift up right leg, standing split. Inhale, soften both knees, look forward, rise all the way up, right knee lifts. Figure 4 stretch, you've been here before. Bend the left knee, sit the hips low. If you have a practice where you fly, fly. Bringing the hands down in front of the right shin, resting your leg on the elbows, or bringing your hands to the left where the right tricep and sole of your right foot meet, and fly. On your next inhale, lift up with the right leg. Cross your right knee over your left. Eagle, wrap your right elbow underneath your left. Lift the elbows. Guide your knees gently to the right. Steady your gaze. Conscious breathing. Keep the arms. Extend your right foot back to a warrior 3 pose. Open up, spread your wings, bend the left knee, step your right foot back, frame your left foot, straighten the left leg, lift your toes. Spin around to the right, bend your right knee, runner's stretch. Hands to heart. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhale, we're going to bring it back around to the right. Left hand down, right arm lifts, all 10 toes pivot to the right. And on your next inhale, we're going to step the right foot back as slowly as we can to a side plank. Bringing right bicep by your ear. Inhale here. We're going to spin around to a right forearm plank. Left arm lifts. Taking the left hand behind your head. And 5 pulsations. Exhale, tap the elbow down and inhale, lift. Exhale, tap the elbow down, lift. 3, tap, inhale, lift. 4, tap, inhale, lift. 5, inhale, lift. Reach with the left arm up, take another breath here. And bringing your left forearm down. Forearm plank for 5, 4. If you want to challenge yourself, tops of the feet, 3, 2, 1. Back to tuck toes. Plug all 10 fingertips in to extended plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering all the way down to our belly. Sweep with the arms back, tops of the feet stay down. Take a breath here. Inhale. See if you can touch your index fingers and thumbs together. Exhale. Inhale, sweep with the arms forward, biceps by your ears, neck is long, gaze is down. Exhale, swing with the arms back, index fingers and thumbs touch. Inhale, swim with the arms forward. And last time, swim with the arms back. Thumb and index fingers touch, making a diamond shape around your sacrum. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, hands down. Cobra pose. Look over the right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Come back to center, lift the hips. Sit back, child's pose. Or just sit on top of your heels. Taking a moment to check in. Connecting to this deep awareness of your breathing. Connecting to all of the sensations that are showing up. Connecting to how you feel without getting emotionally attached to it. And then when you're ready, we'll come back into our downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale. On an inhale, the left leg will lift, bending the knee, opening up the hip. Looking under the right armpit to keep the left shoulder from hiking up. Inhale, the right heel lifts and the left leg extends back and up. Exhale, the left knee taps your right elbow. Inhale, left leg back and up. Exhale, bringing the thigh to your belly, knee towards your nose, gaze between your hands, and inhale, left foot steps up. Exhale as you ground down into your foundation, find your bandhas, breathe deeply, and then slowly rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale, try to square off your hips by hugging the outer left hip back and inner spiraling your right thigh. Inhale, shift the gaze up. Exhale, cactus your elbows. Inhale, belly hovers above your left thigh, getting your torso as parallel to the thigh as you can. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, reach it forward. And this time, exhale, water wheel. Inhale, the left hand comes down to the back of the right leg, finding a deeper back bend here, keeping the hips squared off. From here, we move into Standasana, our runner's stretch, bending the right knee, lifting the left toes. And then we'll pivot around to the back of the mat, pyramid variation. Left foot steps up about a half a foot. Inhale, halfway lift, squaring off the thighs. Take your hands to your hips and slowly rise all the way up. Interlace your fingers, bring your left thumb behind your right this time, opening up across your chest. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, fold. Once you fold all the way over, release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Your left hand will come to the outside of the right foot or ankle. Right hand to hip. Gaze right and then float the right arm up. Getting a little longer on that right side, so keep hugging the outer right hip back by grounding into the inner right foot. Lowering your right hand, softening the right knee for your standing split. Inhale, sending the left foot skyward. Exhale, emptying out all the air in the belly and giving the back right knee a little tap. Inhale, back up. Exhale, this time soften both knees, look forward, push down and rise up. Lift the left knee, lift your arms. Figure 4 stretch. Bend the right knee, sit the hips low. If you went into an inversion from here, feel free. On your next inhale, you'll rise, crossing the left knee over the right. Your Ganyarasana legs, and then your eagle arms, left elbow underneath the right. Lifting the elbows, pulling the belly back. Squeezing the thigh bones. Slowly inhale as you lift the left leg, send the left leg back, warrior 3. Open up, spread your wings. Softening the right knee, stepping the left foot back, straighten out the right leg, and then pivot around to the left. Take a deep breath in here. Bending the left knee and floating the right toes up for your runner stretch. Hands to the heart. We're going to take it around to the left, pivoting all 10 toes to the left, lifting the left arm. From here, your side plank pose, left foot on top of right, bicep by your ear. You're trying to get longer on both sides, not just the left, but also on the right. Coming to a left forearm side plank. Right hand behind your head. Big breath in here. Exhale, right elbow down. Inhale, right elbow up. Exhale, right elbow down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Bring it to forearm plank and hold for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the toes, extended plank, lift the elbows, try to lift both at the same time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, lowering the elbows, lowering to your belly, stretching your arms all the way out in front of you. Lift the right leg, lift the left arm, inhale. Lower on the exhale and then switch right arm, left leg. And exhale. 2 more, inhale, right. Exhale. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, 1 more, both sides. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift both. Inhale. Pull the elbows back. Exhale. Feet come down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Or sit on your heels. Take a moment. Observe. When you're ready, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale here together. Open up your mouth and inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Stay there, flip your dog, right foot down, hips lift, heart lifts. Inhale, the right hand comes down. Pigeon pose, right knee, right wrist. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. Just a few more breaths. Let the exhale melt you deeper into the pose. The inhale, feeling the right hip hug back and the left thigh melting forward and down. One more deep breath in here. Keep your pigeon, come up to your hands, deep breath in here. Move your right hand towards the center, reach back with your left hand, grab your left foot or ankle. Inside or outside depends on your shoulder. Stay on the very top of your left thigh. Option for the hand to stay on the foot or to slide the foot to the inside of the elbow. And if it goes to the inside of the elbow, pull yourself back. Let the left foot pull you back. Right arm lifts up, and then maybe your right hand catches the left. Just notice what you're feeling. It's okay. We're going to gently release out of this, taking the left toes tucked, right knee, left tricep, and then right foot kicks out to the left. Stay here for a brief pause, maybe a little push-up or two. And then lift the left arm, spin the heart and hips to the sky. As the left hand comes down, start to slide the right foot back. Find high plank, inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide it through, cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward dog. Left side, inhale, left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. Stay there, flip your dog, left foot lands lightly behind the right leg. Spinning the heart and hips to the sky. Inhale as the left hand comes down, the left knee moves to the left wrist. Pigeon on the other side. We stayed for a minute unless you hit the pause button, and I know a lot of you do. You tell me so. You're like, you don't stay in pigeon long enough. because my camera guy has to go to work. He's expensive, so I have to use my time wisely. Just be mindful of your head. If it's here, this is no. Lift it up. Keep your ears aligned with your shoulders. Keep the wrinkles out of your neck. When I see that in class, when I see this, I just come over and I slide a block underneath their head, and then their neck lengthens out, and you can almost even see the natural curve in the spine, the cervical spine. So a lot of times we don't know that we're creating an injury because at the time it feels okay. It doesn't feel terrible. But over time, doing it improperly is going to cause discomfort. So just being mindful of those little cues. So as we come up onto the hands, take a breath in. Feeling with the left hip move back, right thigh forward and down. Left hand moves to the center, right arm reaches up and over to catch your right foot or ankle. Squeezing the heel towards your butt. Or sliding the foot into the crease of the elbow to pull and to support your chest staying lifted. Left hand up, or maybe find the right hand. And we'll gently begin to release, tucking the back toes, setting yourself up so you might need to walk that right knee in a little, and bringing left knee to the right elbow. And then kicking the left foot to the left. That should feel really good, and you can always just stay here. If you have a push-up or what resembles a push-up, feel free to play. And then maybe pivot the toes and the hips and find your yogi triangle. On the inhale, the right hand will come down, the left foot will slide back. You'll find your way into high plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide it through cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Deep breath in, smile on your face. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. However you want, find your way all the way to the top of your mat on your butt with your legs extended out in front of you. Jump it through, crawl it. It's up to you. Once you're there, ground your sit bones as you inhale, reach with your arms skyward. As you exhale, find a forward fold. I'm going to use my towel today to pull my feet towards me and my heart towards my toes. Pulling my belly in. I happen to be a little more extended here, so I could come here, but I'm causing harm for my low back and I feel it. So I'm going to pull my belly in and up, and then pull with the towel and my heart forward. Belly in, pull with the towel, shoulders away from my ears. Being mindful to pull my belly back to support my low back. And on your next inhale, we'll slowly roll it all the way down to our backs. Take a few breaths here, letting go. And we'll end with a few gentle twists. Inhale first, sweep the arms up, belly in, back down, legs together. Exhale, knees in, head up. Give yourself a little squeeze. Inhale, head down. Hands to your knees. Circle the knees around. Reverse it. Keep your right knee in. Stretch your left leg out long. Roll around your right ankle a few times to the right and a few times to the left. Interlace your hands underneath your right thigh. Flex your right foot and very slowly start to kick the right heel up. If you need to move your right leg out, move your right leg out, finding that hamstring stretch. Bend the knee and with your left hand, guide your right knee over to the left. Right shoulder stays down. Right knee moves towards the left and down. But if you had to choose one or the other, knee or shoulder down, you choose the shoulder. Inhale, gaze center, right knee in, left knee in. Exhale up. Inhale down, right leg down, left knee in. Roll around your left ankle and reverse it. Take your hands behind the back of the left leg, flex the foot, and kick it straight up the best you can. If you have to move it out, move it out. Bend the left knee. Right hand guides the left knee to the right, knee down, twist. Left shoulder stays grounded. Inhale the gaze back up, left knee in, right knee in, exhale, lift up. Inhale, bring your head back down, bring the soles of your feet together, and then bring the feet down to the mat. Try to keep your sacrum flat. Bring your arms by your side, palms face up. Take a deep breath in together. Open up your mouth and say, ah. Stay there longer or start to stretch your feet out to each corners of your mat for your Shavasana, your final pose. The one pose you never want to leave out or rush through. This is your time of self-reflection to monitor your breath, monitor the integrity of your thoughts. Remind yourself of your two very powerful words, I am. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.